Winkler, Manitoba is my home. Canada is my bigger home. And I've been all across this country, traveled internationally. I know what is happening to our country. I know how other people regard our country. It's a huge concern. We're at probably a point of crisis we've never been at, other than being in a war.
Okay, and just again for that bit of context, so they're aware, you were part of the convoy in Ottawa, correct? One of the organizers, or
Yes.
how would you describe yourself?
No, I was there to report on the events that happened. I went all the way from the Saskatchewan border to the time we arrived in Ottawa. I stayed for the entire time that was there. I did a lot of live streams from the streets of Ottawa and saw it firsthand for what it really was, as opposed to what some people were making it out to be.
Okay, and also like a politician or political organizer too, because you ran for mayor of Winkler and you were involved in some of those rallies with Maxime Bernier, right?
Yes, I have been involved in various causes which I felt had good platforms that had the best interests of Canadians. At times, I've supported people like Maxime Bernier. I did run for mayor of Winkler because I wanted it to be a choice and not a coronation, as opposed to what happened in so many different ridings. There was no opposition, and therefore the people could say, well, we didn't have a choice. And I wanted to at least give them a choice, but I was soundly defeated.
Okay, well, just now as you're in your truck doing your job, tell me what you think about this news from Ottawa today.
Well, Karen, it's bittersweet. I mean, we're glad to know that the end is in sight. It's like standing, at the beginning of a long golf course hole and thinking, oh my goodness, are we ever going to get there? Now we're standing in front of the green. What's going to happen in the next few months is critical to this country. He is not stepping down now, and in the period between now and his resignation, a lot of damage can be done to this country. And I think this is just another example of a selfish politician desperately hanging on to control, hoping to serve his own best interests, to curry some favor abroad, which with whatever obligations he has put Canada under. And we know that the only party that has propped him up is the NDP, and Jagmeet Sing Along Singh has expressly stated he has no intentions to bring the government down until March. And we know that period coincides with his pension plan. So
Actually,
this is
he
complete.
did say just before Christmas that he would be introducing a non-confidence motion as soon as Parliament returned in January.
There's also a report out that he was not going to do that, but I believe it's in the hands of the man who wants to be Prime Minister, Pierre Poilievre, to challenge this prorogation of our Parliament. And it can be done, and it has been done, for example, in Great Britain, when Boris Johnson attempted to do that, and the courts ruled that it was unlawful. We have a situation here where everything is converging on Justin Trudeau, and instead of doing the honorable thing and resigning and giving the Canadian people a choice again as to who's going to lead this country, he is in a desperate mode. He has several of his MPs, enough that if they voted with the opposition party, would bring his government down. And this is what he's attempting to avoid. A bring down of his government, the failure to pass and survive a non-confidence vote. But it's just unspeakable to be in this situation. I believe that our parliamentary system has been weaponized against Canadians, because in the last federal election, Justin Trudeau was clearly given a mandate to rule with a minority government. And in his creativity, he makes a deal with Jagmeet Singh and now is performing as a majority government. This is an atrocity to our democracy, and it is a weaponization of our parliamentary system against the will of Canadians. We did not give him a mandate to rule with a majority government, only a minority. But he took to himself power which was not given to him. This is where we are today. This is why Canada has regressed into a state where we've never been before. Our national debt has doubled in the years that Justin Trudeau has been Prime Minister. We are in the worst financial situation, along with all the other social economic conditions that are prevalent, that Canada has never seen before, other than being in wartime eras.